Okay guys, so I'm going to grab a taxi and head off to a place called Central Bang Na, and we'll see if we can grab a taxi from this road. So guys, this was the shop I went to, Boomerang, where I normally go to pick up my movies and have a little look around. So this shop has changed place now. It used to be in a place called Seacon Square, which was a big shop. Now it's moved to a place called Central Bang Na, which is just in a slightly different district. And the shop isn't as big as what it used to be. This shop is double the depth, but they've actually only got half the shop full. So the stock wasn't as full as it used to be. I don't know what that means. They still are doing reasonably well over here. They've got a good selection. In all fairness, some of the movies that they had are what I saw last time I was here. They do have some new releases, make no mistake about that. And they've got a nice set of steelbooks here. The prices that you see here, just divide by 41 and then you'll get the English pounds on that. So there was some deals to be had there. I didn't go too mad. I was tempted to pick up the Fast and Furious Collector's Edition, but they didn't have that one. They only had the steelbook. But yeah, there was a fair few in there to have a little look at, and you can see in the background where they've got space behind these fixtures. So as I said, I don't know if that's because they're only keeping half of it full, or they're not going to be filling out the full shop. This was expensive. My God, I didn't realise that was so expensive. Ghostbusters double set there, but yeah, you've got like little ice cubes in there, or to make ice cubes, but that was expensive. Again, movies that I think they've had in the past before. Again, a nice selection of them. The 4Ks do seem to be going quite steady out here, in all fairness, when you think about the price of them. These are all movies that were reduced, so I picked up some of these last time I was here. I didn't really pick up any more Blu-rays this time. I did get Transformers 1. That was the only new release that I picked up, and that was purely because it was out of stock. Then the Green Inferno, I've got the Blu-ray of that, so I didn't bother with that. And then there was just some few other bits and bobs here. These are some of the DVDs that they've got, and then there's a section coming up in a moment where they had some, the DVDs were really reduced. They were old films, but I thought to myself, do you know what, I will pick up a few of them, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. So this was Escape Room. I've never seen any of them, actually. And then these were some of the DVDs that were on sale now. So you've got the Suicide Squad there. Again, this was Thai and English there. You've got Portuguese, Spanish. So there was a fair few bits there. Nice little slip on it. And then there was another DVD section here. And this was the one that had 25 baht. So 25 baht is about 50p. And I had a little look at this, in all fairness, and I did pick some bits and bobs up here. I did mean to pick up Halo, actually, and I didn't pick it up in the end. I should have got that. But I did pick up, I think, 12 films from here. Halo Legends, yeah, that was one that I wanted. These Superman ones had some nice little slips on them, actually. So I did, as you'll see later on, I did pick up some of these purely for the slips. I've got some Batman ones of them that I picked up recently from Computer Exchange. So I thought, do you know what? I'll pick them up too. I got that Wonder Woman. That was embossed. That was quite good fun. Again, English and Thai on the background. The Brave one. I've never actually seen this film. I never saw this film, so I picked it up. Bad Boys, I didn't bother getting Bad Boys, in all fairness. I just thought I'd have a look at that 3-movie collection. Then we're back to the DVD section here. Some of these were on offer, Midsummer, so forth like that. And then Weekend in Taipei, that was fun, actually. That film was all right. I saw Caught Stealing on streaming the other night. That was good fun, actually. Sisu, I'm waiting to get part 2 of that as well, actually. I absolutely love Sisu Part 1, but Sisu Part 2. And then, yeah, this was just some of the normal Blu-rays that they have, the older ones, that was. But there was nothing there that I really needed. And again, back to the sale section there. So, yeah, I did pick up a few of them, which you'll see. But there was quite a good selection. As I said, these were all older films. But, for the price, for 50p, I thought I'd get a few of them in there. And then, here we go, Hustlers. I'd never seen this film, actually. But I was tempted to get it. I didn't in the end, unfortunately. And then they've got a few other little bits and bobs in there as well. But these are DVDs that I think they've had for a long time, and they're just trying to get rid of them now. So I thought to myself, yeah, do you know what? I'll have a bit of that. Retribution. I think I heard about that film, but I've never actually seen it. It's a Spanish film, I think that one is. Pig Hunt. I got this purely for the name. I just had to get it. I think it's from the director of Jason X. The Runner. Now, I'm not sure if that was God of War or not, or Lord of War. Drive. That was the Sylvester Stallone F1 film. Then they couldn't agree to commercial rights to it, so he had to call it something else and change it slightly. Bullet to the Head, I absolutely love this artwork on this, and in fact it's the plastic snapsies. Sorry, my phone was wrong there, so I got that in the wrong angle. But let's get on to the other part of the vlog. Not a bad little afternoon, got a few movies. I'll show you what I got when I get back upstairs, guys. So guys, I'm going to show you what I got on my holiday haul, so to speak. So I've got a few little bits. I didn't go too mad, in all fairness. I was very good this year. So as you've seen from the vlogs, I picked up a couple of bits going to different places, and I'm going to show you now what I picked up. So first up, we're going to start off with what I picked up when I went to a place called Mega Plaza. Sorry, Mega Plaza, I nearly got a bit confused there. And this is Nigel Mansell's Williams Racing building blocks. Not to be confused with anything else that looks similar, but yeah, the building blocks version. And ironically enough, it's got the exact same pieces as the official version. So I picked that up, and also to go with it, I picked up the Ayrton Senna one as well. Now, these are, from China. They both of them cost me £38. Whereas I think the equivalent one by the well-known brand is £60 for one, so I was quite happy with that. Then I picked up something that I've never got any of these before actually, but I saw it on offer, and this is from a company called YOLO Park, and it's a figure of Bumblebee. And I don't own any of these. They're mad for these sort of figures out here. Honestly, these are big business, from gunmanship and all that whatnot. They just go mad for them. But I picked up the Bumblebee one, which I liked, and I also picked up, I stopped at two of them, so I was quite good. So, and I also picked up Optimus Prime, and they just clicked together. These were 900 baht, but they reduced them to 600. They had about 4 others on the shelf as well, but I thought I don't need them. I literally just wanted 2, just to have basically. Also got some goodies, got some magnets. So I picked up these for like 15 baht each. So what's that? 15 baht, about 20p, 25p. So I've got quite a few of them here. I picked up quite a few different ones, odds and sods there. But I've got a beam in the basement, and I'm going to be taking off everything that I've put on my fridge. And I've got quite a lot of these on my fridge. I'm going to be taking that off, and I'm going to be putting them on this beam that supports the floor just above the basement. I did pick up some Blu-rays and some DVDs, funny enough, that I haven't picked up in ages. Films that on DVD that I haven't either seen, or that I've seen once, and I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'll just get a physical copy of it. But we're going to start off with a film that's an edition that's out of stock in England now. You can get it on eBay. It was roughly about the same price as what I paid for it. I paid a little bit over the odds in the shop, but I got the Steelbook 4 Transformers one. It's cost me about £39, so I know I paid more for it, but I missed it in England. I didn't get it in England. Computer Exchange were selling it for like £38. On eBay, it goes from anything from 35 and upwards. But I go to the shop every year, so I was like, yeah, do you know what? I'll get it from them. And it's a brand new copy sealed, so I was more than happy with that. And then earlier on today, I went out and I got some DVDs. Some of them got some pretty cool slips on. Some of them I got just purely for nostalgia, because I haven't actually seen some of these films. So picked up 12, I think it was in the end. So got this one, which is Sylvester Stallone, Bullet to the Head. Underrated movie this is actually. I quite like it, and it's the plastic cover, it's the glass cover. Then I got a couple of DC Universe ones. So I've got Wonder Woman, and that's embossed, and it's also got the slip with it. Now these cost me 25 baht, which is roughly 50p. They're all in English as well. So I've got this Superman one as well, Superman versus the Elite. So I've got that one. Got Antonio Banderas, Acts of Vengeance. I think I saw this on streaming. Then I've never seen this film, but I've heard a lot about it, and it's meant to be very graphic, and that's the Bilko, well, whichever way you want to pronounce it, Experiment. So this is meant to be gory as hell. I saw this and I thought, yeah, do you know what? Because it's got the slip and it was only 50p, The Commuter, Liam Neeson. So I got that. This film I haven't seen in years. It was very different at the time it came out actually, and that's The Girl with All the Gifts. So I remember seeing this on, I think it was made for streaming, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I was glad to get that. It was just come out of nowhere, that one did. Then a comedy from the director of Ocean's 11, 12 and 13. Matt Damon, The Informant, and that's it. Steve Soderbergh, yeah, Steve Soderbergh. So I've heard it's quite a funny film, so I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'll get that one. I've never seen the two sequels that belong to this 80s original classic, and I saw it today and I thought, oh, do you know what, I'll give it a try. And this is The Lost Boys, The Thirst. I've avoided part 2 and 3 at all costs, but I saw this there today and it's got a slip, and I thought, you know what, I'll just get it for that. I quite like the artwork. Whether I watch it or not, I don't know, because it's never going to be up against the first one, but you know, for just out of curiosity, I'll probably watch it. Then Jodie Foster, a widescreen edition. You don't see that a lot now. The Brave one, I was going to say something else then. The Brave one, so got that. Also got a film, I think it's from the director of Jason X and Skinwalkers, and that's Pig Hunt. I just got it because I like the name. I just thought, well, let me see it. And then with, I was talking the other day to Matt and AJ, and we were talking about Catwoman. I was just watching a vlog that came up, and actually one that was cancelled by Warner Brothers after it was made. And then I saw this. I know it won a raspberry, didn't it, so to speak. So I got this. I've never ever seen it. I've heard it's not the best in the world. When she actually, when the awards were going out about how bad it was, she actually, I think she took part in the awards and said thank you so much or something. It was weird, but she just said, yeah, you know what, it wasn't what it should have been. But yeah, she admitted up to it, Halle Berry. But you know, it's Halle Berry doing it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then the last thing I got, oh, he says, it's a briefcase. This has all the money in it that I owe Jay from Blu-ray Display. No, it's not actually. It's, believe it or not, it's actually a arcade machine. Pardon me, sorry. And I've been after one of these for ages. And the reason why is I've got little small emulators. Yeah, that's a bit strange when I said that. But little small emulators that play all the old games consoles and all the old, let me turn it on, and all the old arcade machines. Emulation is always hit and miss, but normally for the Mame or the arcade ones, they're normally pretty good. So I got this yesterday and I showed you some of that. Now it's actually got a 14-inch LCD screen in there. There's the display there, and you can actually, if you want to pimp it out a little bit, you can actually turn on the keyboard. It's got 32,000 games. Whether I will play them all, no, I won't. But I'm just going to flip the camera around and show you what we've got in terms of games on this. Now this is what we've got here. You've got King of Fighters. Oh, sorry, I haven't plugged in the joystick. Oh, that's crazy of me. But you've just got so many fighting games on here. And the arcade ones run really well. And let me just pause it for a second and I'll get to the screen to show you this. And this is the actual screen itself. So you can see, sorry, I've only got one hand, so, but you can see how really sharp these graphics are. And it gives you some sort of idea. So that's the SNK King of Fighters. So I got this, I paid a pretty good price for it. I was happy with the price I paid, but the fact it's got the screen here, and I have put, there is a film on the screen. I did peel it off to see if there was any scratches on the screen, but you'll see that in the vlog earlier on. But I was more than happy with this. And as I said, you can do things like turn off the keyboard display if you want to. But yeah, so I was more than happy with that. So happy. That was my major buy of this holiday. Anyway, guys, listen, let me go back to the front screen and just say goodbye. Okay, guys, so thanks for watching my vlogs when I've been over here. My journey's coming to an end here, unfortunately. Back to Blighty soon. Gonna miss this place, let me tell you. But anyway, listen, guys, enjoy the vlogs, and I'll catch you real soon on my next one. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of the day.